Fernando with Blakeman and Associates. For today's topic, we're going to go ahead and cover electrical safety. Make sure that many workers are exposed to electricity as a part of their daily responsibilities. Electrical hazards present a unique challenge in the construction industry, but also in the general industry. Electricity is an unseen hazard. Many workers are unaware of the risks and hazards in the workplace. Some of the most key components you want to make sure. The most important thing is to understand the top risks and hazards involved when working with or around electricity and the proper techniques to mitigate and control these hazards. The most common cause of electrical incidents and injuries are, when we're referring to injuries, contact with overhead and buried power lines and other live parts, lack of GFCI protection, missing grounding paths, improper use of cords and equipment, working on energized or hot circuits. Power lines. When you're working near or close to power lines, remember the 10 feet rule. Always work within a safe distance, at least 10 feet, particularly if you're using ladders or any large equipment such as cranes, dump trucks. If you're building scaffolding around the area, remember the 10 feet rule. Also, before you dig, if you are don't forget the power lines or actually buried lines underground. Call 811. Having to call 811, that's also very helpful in order to find what are the underground buried cables. Then also make sure you mark them with proper signage or painting. Also, you want to do a general survey of the area. If there's any other hazards associated while you're working, you want to go ahead and correct these. So that way, when your work takes place, you don't come through with these hazards and then cause an issue while you're working. Normal use of electrical equipment may cause wear and tear. This could also lead to exposed wires, damaged insulation, and short circuit. With proper GFCI protection, any of these conditions could lead to an electrical current run through a worker's body and causing electrical burn, such as fires and explosion. You want to make sure you use proper GFCIs. Remove from service any damaged tools, frayed cords, or missing ground pins. Any equipment that is damaged, you want to go ahead and tag it, remove it out of service when not necessary. Examples of equipment or misuse. Using equipment with damaged or worn electrical cords and damaged insulation or fried wires. Using tools with modified cords or damaged missing face plates or ground pins. And then also any mounted junk boxes that are designed to be mounted on the wall and they're laying on the ground can also pose as a hazard. Now, never work on hot or energized parts until all power sources are completely turned off. Make sure you use your proper lockout tagout procedures. And that way you can make sure it's de-energized and everything has been checked, locked and tagged before conducting any type of work. Now, if work can only be performed on live or energized equipment, an electrical hazard analysis must be performed and the safety work-related practices outlined by NFPA 70E must be followed. Depending on the job at hand, you want to make sure you wear the right PPE. PPE is your last line of defense, but you still want to utilize it as a day-to-day with generally all your work activities. Safety glasses, face shields, hard hats, your safety shoes, insulating rubber gloves with leather protectors, insulating sleeves, and fire-retardant clothing is key. Following these practices will keep you working safe. Now, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Please work safely and thank you for your